Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of The Tape. I'm Joelle Francis, and today I have a very special guest with me. Today I will be painting with Calya J, everybody. Here she is. Okay, I'm gonna be very, very straightforward. I'm very nervous because it's the first episode. It's the first time doing this with someone else. I've did it before with the Fall in Love with Me, the tape, but today we're gonna spotlight someone else, and it's a very special someone. So hi,
Hey, thank you for having me.
no problem, no problem. It's honestly very like an honor to have you because I'm so for real. You do so much, and you're such an inspirational person. So I'm happy to get to know you better today, even though it's with all these cameras.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into
who
it.
Are you? What do you do? Like tell us more about what you do.
I'm a music artist first and foremost, but who's also ever changing because art is a fluid thing for me. And that's also the reason why I do so many things. I play the keys, I rap, I sing, but I don't want myself to be defined in any of those categories. So
Yes.
that's what I have to say, really, because some people see me as as one thing or the other thing, while I'm actually all of those things. So, yeah, I'm a music artist, and I write songs, I perform songs, and yeah, that's what I love to do. So,
Okay, because when did you start playing the piano and because you play guitar too, right? Or no?
I play bass, but not as great. I mean, I'm still learning. So.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
and when did you start doing all of these things? At what age would you say?
Yeah, I started playing the piano when I was about 6 years old, but it was all by ear. So I was playing the piano. I mean, I was emulating songs of Adele and Birdie because they would play the piano and they would sing.
Okay.
Funny thing is that I've always played the piano first, and then for my 9 years old, I went to the music academy to play classical piano. And then when I played that for like 3 years, and then when I was 13, I was kind of like sick of playing classical piano. It was kind of because I'm a person who likes to move forward and like, I don't know, I get.
Yeah, I don't like to stick in one.
No, yeah.
Put yourself in one.
Yes.
Box.
And my dad was playing the drums as well when I was younger. So I decided to play the drums for 2 years.
Wait, sorry. So you play drums, guitar, no, bass, and piano.
Yes.
Damn. That's...
Yes. Drums and keys are my main two instruments.
Okay.
And then because I went to a Catholic school, and then of course there I was also getting bored as well. And I was like, oh my God, you can actually study music? Wow, I've been doing it for so long.
You didn't know that as well?
No,
Same.
I didn't know that.
Same.
I didn't know that. So
okay.
what I did was I applied to the Kunst Mayora of Antwerp, and I applied for singing. So finally I went to study or better my vocals. And I was always writing at that time, so in between. So yeah, that's kind of how it started. And then with the Kunst Mayora, I got more into singing and writing, and after that, yeah, everything else happened, I would say.
Are you also a songwriter for other people, or are you mainly write for yourself? And how does it work? How do you get music out?
It's funny because I tried to write songs for some, like last year, I had this event in the Netherlands.
New schools?
New schools.
Damn,
Shout
tell us
out to
about
New
that.
Schools.
Sorry, I interrupted, but that was an experience, right?
That was
what happened.
That was one hell of an experience. So,
Why? What happened?
oh my God, that was like a turning point in towards myself as a musician, like to stop sleeping on myself. So, what happened was in the year of 2021, I got into a burnout and of working and music and all of those things combined. And so last year I actually worked on myself to get my mental health in order. And I also I've also wrote down my goals at the first at the at the beginning of that year. One of my goals was to play gigs to go more internationally.
Yeah.
So I was on Instagram. I was on Instagram and I was like, oh, you can go to Atlanta with this organization. I was like, it could be fake, could be a scam. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try it. You know what I mean? I had to go to Amsterdam to do an audition. So I went there with my mom for 3 days and I'd done the audition. And then during May, I got like a message like, hey, you're selected to go to Atlanta with
so
seven other musicians,
Yeah.
7 other artists, and I couldn't believe it. So
what was the audition like? What did you do? What song did you bring? How was it? How was the vibe?
it's a song that is not even out yet, but it's a song I've wrote when I was 18.
Okay.
And I've done a cappella version of that song, and then I've also done my single that I dropped last year. I also
Right
done
Out,
that.
by the way.
Right on.
Right on. Check it out.
Yes.
Spotify. But
Yes.
Okay.
And so I did that, and it was funny because I done the Right On, and then I did the a cappella version, and the a cappella version of the song "Bliss of Mankind" is called. It was you could see like no, I actually started with that. You could see how Henka, the one who rules New School rules, like she's the queen of queens, like the way she got that business all started. But she was there, and then another guy, a producer from the States, was also there, and right in front of me. So I was like, "Hi." And I done like the a cappella song. And,
were you nervous?
Of course I was nervous. But I was also not nervous because from this moment I start singing, nervousness just goes away.
Because when you start singing, it's like, I don't know, it's something comes over you because you just own that stage. It's really inspiring to see.
Yeah, it's because for me, stage was the first moment where I got to be myself, where I could just be myself, and nobody would judge. Everybody would just enjoy.
Yeah.
And music has always been that for me, or has been the only form of expression for me for a long time. Because I was not really talkative about my emotions for a long, long time. But
How come? If I can ask. What?
yeah, you can ask. You can definitely ask. I really didn't feel like I've because I do so much, and because I'm so expressive, and because you see me on stage like that. As a child, I was like that. I was always like that. I was always too loud. I was always too much this. I was always too much for the people around me. So I kind of like toned down my fire a bit, so I wouldn't be judged, or people wouldn't say those things about me, because for me it was just me being myself, and it was like, okay, so myself is not really accepted, so I just gotta tone it down a little bit so I get accepted. But now that I'm, growing older, I see like, fuck all those things. Fuck all these things that people say, because this is just because they're intimidated by the things by the person who you are. And some people, they're not I would say they don't have the nerve to be themselves.
They are not even comfortable with who they are. So it's easy to take it out on someone.
Exactly.
Take your own insecurities out on someone, and then
yes, it's
you
exactly
don't have to deal with them. No, but I
Yeah.
feel you. I feel it's actually since I've studied this what I'm studying now, which is
What are you studying?
theater.
Oh, you
Theater and
go,
drama.
girl. Woo!
Actually,
Love
ever
that.
since I started doing that and being more expressive, I completely feel comfortable with who I am with myself. Because I think it's 2 or 3 years ago that I was just so, I was my biggest hater. I was my
Girl.
biggest hater, and I was in my head
I feel you.
every day,
I feel you.
every day, and criticizing everything I was doing.
Yup, girl.
Dat zat mij zo vast. Ik kon niet, ik kon echt niet functioneren gewoon.
Yup. Yup.
Because I'm like, damn, I want to do this. I want to make music, or I wanna go on an audition. I want to wear this top, but I
wanna
just couldn't.
be
I
yourself.
couldn't. Yeah, I was
because
just.
yeah, I
couldn't.
definitely feel that. Ik voel dat volledig.
So music for me, it's definitely an uitlaatklep. Like it's really life. It's really my life. Like I can just document everything, and it's therapy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, it is therapy. But it's therapy and enjoyment, and it's all of these things in
Yes.
between. It's everything. It's ik heb ook, it's everything. It's exactly that, because ik heb ook echt tijden gehad waarvan ik echt wilde opgeven when I was in school in de kunstmajora. Waar ik echt zo van was van what the fuck am I doing here gewoon. En echt zo, ja, ik heb echt een hele journey al gehad met me and music, but the relationship also with myself
Yeah.
and music. And then, yeah, it's been a lot, but I'm proud of myself though.
You should be. You should be.
And you should be too though. Girl.
Thank you. But so wait. That experience, right?
Yeah.
In because the audition was in Holland.
It was in Holland. It was in Amsterdam. So I went to Amsterdam. Then the audition, the way they faces was like, who are you? Wie bent je? I was
But
like,
in a good way.
in
or
a
like,
good way,
okay,
in a good way, in a good way, because it was funny, because when me and my mom went out of when it was done and we went just to go eat something, we were like, y'all, did you see the faces? We were laughing about it. It was funny. It was so funny. I had such a great time. And yeah, it was not too much pressure, but it was just enough.
Nice. Okay, so what did you do after the experience?
So I went to Atlanta. Oh my God, I went to Atlanta, and I looked myself in the eye. I had a breakdown day too when I was there, because of jet lag and because of overwhelming of, wow,
course.
these people like me without me having to prove myself, because you always have to prove yourself apparently when it comes to music. I'm so sick of it. Anyway, and I was like, what? Okay, and I was super overwhelmed because everybody was also super kind, and I was not used to it, and
It didn't feel fake.
it didn't feel fake.
Okay.
It didn't feel fake. So I was there, and I also realized that I have a lot of work to do for myself, but it's nice because it's like, because here people are very, I really, it's not, don't get me wrong, like I really appreciate the way people hype me up and stuff, but it's like sometimes it doesn't give me the room to see if I still need to grow or not. And when I went there, I was like, wow, I still have so much to learn, and I'm so excited to learn all of those things. But for me, it was like, here, it's not necessarily going to happen right away, because everybody's kind of like on the same level. And for me, it was a great experience to go outside
Outside of your
and
box.
then see what I still need to do on the inside and on the outside as well. But that I have enough time to accomplish all of my goals if the greater source would let me to, because you never know. Life can be short and long at the same time. But yeah, it was an experience where I really had to face myself when it comes to music, and where I had to be like, girl, don't sleep on yourself. Start looking at all the things that you want to do and just do them. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. I'm happy that you have had that experience. Because, gonna be honest, when I saw you, actually, how I met you
Let's go. I don't even remember
was
that.
just through socials. Like,
yeah,
we have
okay.
mutual friends, like mutual artists that we know. And I heard your name a couple of times, and then I think I was on your Instagram page, and I was just so impressed and so. I'm gonna be very honest. Like I was
Let's go,
fangirling
girl.
a
Oh
little
my
bit
God, there's a
because I'm like,
girl.
okay, she does all of these things, and it's so inspiring. And then I saw you the first time that you performed. I don't remember exactly when it was, but I just remember like when you were on stage and you were just so unapologetically yourself and you were just performing. And I remember telling my friend who's at home, like if they're watching it, it's Len. I told him you should come to one of her shows is when she does a gig, because the same feeling I get when listening to Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh my God.
This is a big
Oh,
compliment.
yeah,
That's my
yeah.
goddess. Like, I told him that's the same
love
feeling
her.
I get when you perform, because it
Wow.
just feels so free and you're just very talented. So that's why I said
Wow.
it's crazy that you had that feeling of yourself, that you were like sleeping on yourself, because
It was. I didn't.
It's
You know what?
crazy.
You know what it is? I will tell you now why it was like that. It's because I've been. Is because omdat ik mezelf zo hard in andere mensen in hun andere mensen hun verwachtingen heb geduwd, that I didn't see my, like ik had mezelf niet, ik zag mezelf niet. Ik wilde mezelf ook niet zien. Ik wilde dat ook niet geloven that I was all that. Even though people were telling me like you're all that. And because like you said before, ik was echt, my inner critic was becoming me. And on the inside, on the outside, you couldn't see it, but on the inside, I was like you have this version of me that you see right now, but imagine what the opposite side would be. It's like very critical about everything. I cannot even explain because I'm not trying to recall her, but.
No, I understand what you mean.
But it was because I didn't believe in myself in the way that I used to when I started doing music. It was also something very unconscious because I didn't know you could do music like that. And then the critiques slipped in when I was in the Kunst Mayora, because they were like, if you cannot do this, you can't become that.
Really?
Yeah, and that was my mindset for most of the time. You're not this, so you're not that.
So you can't do this.
And not be in the mindset of like, oh, but you can still learn. Because that mindset will get you everywhere.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. It was a hell of a journey. God damn.
And it's still like a journey till this day. But where would you say that you are now artistically, and like what are your goals?
My goals.
I know it's a
To be free.
tough question.
To be free from societal.
Really?
Societal expectations.
Okay.
And then I could just live in my tree house and just make music. No, not in Belgium. In Lisbon, for real.
Oh,
I love
wow.
Portugal. I love Portugal.
Do you have a special reason why Portugal?
I don't know. It's just the people, the environment, the
Is
way
there
people.
a special someone in Portugal?
No, hell
or
no.
Okay.
Girl, I am as single as a broken Pringle. in the like the last broken Pringle, of the Pringle box. That's what I am.
Very specific.
That's very specific. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Well,
This
I can
girl.
relate,
What about
though.
your love life though? Because asking me about it.
I love life. Well, it is.
It's not even a life.
It's okay. I'm single as well, but what I have, like, I'm just in love with the feeling of love. So sometimes
girl,
I'm
you a
just
hopeless
like,
romantic.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Johnny the music.
So right now I'm just experiencing with not with people, but just with myself in a way like, okay, you like you like to be loved. That's what you
Everybody.
want. Yeah, everybody.
That's what everybody actually wants.
Exactly. But I'm not ready to settle down yet. I don't. I
Not
need
ready to have kids.
No,
Not
no,
ready
no,
to
no,
get
no,
married.
no, not at all, not at all.
That's
I just
good,
wanna,
girl. You got some hopes and dreams.
exactly. I just
want
wanna put this feeling of love that I already have, put it
Yes.
in myself. Invest in myself, and yeah, there's someone along the way that can handle all of
There
this
is.
will be better.
There
But
is.
right now, I'm not looking for someone. I'm not chasing after someone.
That's
I'm happy
when
with.
that shit comes creeping back in. I'm telling you.
But then again, you don't calculate when you fall in love, so it can just hit you and and you're done. You're done. Would you say you're a hopeless romantic?
Yes, I am a hopeless romantic.
You are?
I've always been a hopeless romantic.
Okay.
From the day, from the day, from the
From the day you were born.
from the day, I was born, I was always a, I mean, I still am, but more, I would say grown. I was always like very dreamy. I'm still very dreamy about life. But like when I was younger, I was writing stories about my man and also telling them telling stories to my younger sister for her to fall asleep. I would create stories about people from our school and then she fall asleep. And then I would be able to fall asleep. But like I've always been a hopeless romantic. It's been also the reason why I'm single.
Okay, you have to elaborate because what do you mean with what does that mean? What do you do?
I get so hopeful and dreamy that I forget that that I don't want to see that the person is actually a dick.
Oh, you
know what I
don't
mean?
see the red flags. That's
No,
what you
I
mean.
don't want to see the red flags. I talk
that's
myself
dangerous.
out of the red flags.
That's
That is dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
But I mean, it has taught me to stand my ground, first of all, and it's taught me my worth, first of all, because I'm not gonna settle for anything less than what I am. Cause damn. But yeah,
That's good. That's good.
unless somebody is ready to meet me at that I don't know stage of
As where you
openness.
are. As where you are.
Yes.
And then, so you don't have to compromise yourself.
No, I mean compromise can be made, of course, but
Yeah,
it's
but
like
compromising yourself, I feel like that's the
No.
difference between making compromises and compromising who you are.
exactly.
And once you start doing that, I don't think it's a match with the person you're
No,
with.
I don't. That's something I've been reflecting upon these weeks. Not because I like somebody, but because like it's been going on in my surroundings. But for me, my energy and my time is really my currency. Like I spend a lot of time meditating, getting back to myself. Like I barely come out of the house, not because I don't want to go outside, but because I sometimes cannot take on all of these like sense, like ik ben soms echt zwaar overprikkeld, like overstimulated. And bijvoorbeeld voor mij, I could not be with a person who could not give me that time and space to get back to myself. And also I would not put myself in an uncomfortable position like that because I mean, again, I'm doing all of these things because I love to do all of those things, but I would also love to make this like my biggest main source of like income, and
Music.
music and creating and all those things. But that also requires me to give myself a lot of time to reflect and to also give the inspiration time to come and also stimulate that in different ways and spend time with myself. And because it's like learning myself, but also learning how to operate in the world. But like, that's the thing. Like if any of those things has to be compromised, it's like, girl, you playing with my money,
You can't.
Boy, you
Then
playing
gotta
with,
go.
you're playing with
Then you
you
gotta
playing with me, my energy. And then now you gotta go. Like, I cannot put myself in an uncomfortable position where I don't have the time and space to ground myself.
Yeah. I have some questions.
All right,
There.
let's go.
Okay, all my Costa. I don't know what the English word is, but they just fell. But I
Pencil.
wrote down some
No,
questions.
it's a crayon. No. Okay,
Crayons?
No,
My
no, 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 no.
crayons. is filled.
No, it's not crayons.
Okay, I have some questions I wrote down, and I think it'll be fun to ask.
Yes.
So, have you ever released a song you kind of regret right now, and why? It could be a song that's already out, or
Some people are gonna shoot me for saying this,
ooh, why?
but I've already made peace with it.
Okay.
I'd say the whole EP Blueprint. I've had my moments with it because I produced it all myself in GarageBand, and the quality is not the best, but those songs are actually good. But the quality is not the best. If I could, I mean, I could do it again, but then I would be bringing out this EP with a live band,
Yeah.
like a live version of it. But
So every song of the EP,
no, I love every song, but
but you kind of regret it then.
I kind of regret the fact that I really wanted and didn't. I mean, I actually don't regret anything in my life because I always learned a lesson, and there's always a greater cost. I believe there's always a greater cost for everything. But if I have to, because it's a question, then I'd say the whole EP that I really wish I taken my time with it and not wanting to be out there. But I wanted to get my music career started because I've been in a band for 4 years as well before that. So yeah, I really wanted to make a music career of my own. So that was for me the start, but yeah, I didn't know anybody or anything. I was just doing it to get started.
So did you feel like it was rushed?
It was definitely rushed, but in my own way of rushing things. But yeah, I had to do it. I had to start somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. To be honest, I kind of feel what you're saying. It's not like I regret anything that I have out, but if I compare my 2 EPs that are out, I would say it's better when I take more time.
Yeah.
And when I don't feel rushed by myself, because I can rush myself into thinking like, oh, it has to be now or people will not care anymore, and you have something going on now, so drop it when it's hot, you know. Drop it when
But
it's
that's
hot.
the thing. That's
So
that's actually not true, you know.
No,
like,
it's not.
You can just do whatever you want to actually do, and that's the greatest thing about being a creative or a creator.
But
you can
in the
do
moment,
whatever
though,
the
it's
fuck you want.
so, it feels so.
It's because people are constantly asking you and expect. You know that people are expecting that from you,
Yeah.
but when you close yourself off from the world, that's important. That's what I've been doing as well. That's what I do all the time. Like, what do I want? When you close yourself off of everything, like, what is it that I want? Okay, then start working towards that. Yeah, I think so. Many people don't dare to ask themselves that question because it kind of seems selfish or self-centered. But it's like you live one life for yourself. Like, what do you want to do?
Do with it and like stay in your own business. Like don't think about others too much or what other people would
Yeah.
think. I mean, it's very.
Because then you're actually disrespecting yourself. Like, you're actually
would you do
disrespecting
that?
your own wants and needs if you
Yeah.
try to live up to other people's expectations.
I'll pass the bowl. Oh shit, Sam. Damn. I mean, I put the question that I asked back. So
It's all good.
if you have the same one, you can just drop it.
Okay, I took this to
We have to, don't put it back. We can just put it on the floor.
Ooh, I see you've like scribbled it out, but I'm gonna ask you because I'm gonna ask the thing that you scribbled out. Same thing actually. Have you ever written a song for/to someone? And if so, does this person know? What was the
that's
reaction? Oh my
interesting.
God.
Let me start with saying I'm a hopeless romantic too, right?
Yes.
We know that.
Yes, let's go.
What comes with that is that I'm very impulsive and very I feel this right now.
Oh
and
my God. I need to express
share
it. Yes.
I need to express it
I feel
right
you.
now. And I need to express it to the person that I want to express it
Dude,
to.
indeed.
So to answer the question, yes, I have. Yes, I have, and I have written letters to a specific someone, and I've sent it to them. Regretting it later.
Oh my God.
Now I don't regret it, but in the moment I was like, why did you do this? Because it was clearly a situation that the person did not care, and it was very obvious that it wasn't working out. But I just felt so much, and I just didn't know where to box my feelings or how to box them. That I was like, okay, I just want to share this with you, and I wasn't hoping on things to work out afterwards. It was just a.
And was it because you already knew the person and you spent time with the person, or was it because you once saw the person and you were like, oh my God, this is
no. It was because I actually had a relationship with this person, and I write better when my heart is broken. So
everybody says that.
I don't know why.
Everybody says that.
You know,
I kind of feel it though, but I'm sick of like sad songs.
But it's the same effect of when you already crying and you're listening to sad songs and and it's raining and you go outside and it's just everything just comes together and you just want to milk that moment. That's what I have. So that's why I write better when I'm heartbroken or sad. But yeah, I send it to them and they thought it was cute, but that was not the response.
And have you released that song though?
No.
Okay.
That was the first song I recorded. The first song I ever recorded was...
Wow, the first song
I'm looking at Axel. Because Axel is my producer as well.
Yeah.
And the first song, the first time I went to the studio, like officially went to the studio, wanted to record everything. And
oh my God.
I don't know. It was so crazy because we recorded everything in one day as well. Mm-hmm. And
because you were so inspired.
Because I was no, the feeling was there. Like I wanna put this on paper. I wanna put this out, what I'm feeling, and I wanna send it to them. They thought it was cute, and I don't think I will ever release this song because it's like I've made my peace with it.
Yeah.
Maybe if I release it, I would record it in a different studio. You know, I feel like my vocals have evolved from that point on already. So
hallelujah, better be.
So yeah,
he doesn't know what he
no, he doesn't. But yes, have you written a?
Oh my God! Actually, I honestly do it all the time, but like I do it too, like for the state of the world. I do it for like, because for like, I mean, heartbreak for me. Heartbreak is like in everything, because I had to change myself, right, to be like it's for me. Heartbreak has been everywhere. Yeah. So, but when it comes to a person, someone, like on Blueprint, this one song, Energy. I didn't want it to be about love, but it's actually about love. And it's funny because it's like it's just about the fact that things don't work out the way I want it to, and it's like me questioning myself. So it's like, to this day, I am still in a plot twist. Was it me or was it you causing this mess? Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. You're wasting my time. No words can be said. No words can be said. You still try to convince me that it should be going like this. Don't run back into my life when I am done fighting for this. You know, because it was like what goes around comes back around. Yes. Every time when I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. It's like, hey, how are you doing?
It's like they feel it. It's like they sense.
You know?
It's like a sensor. Okay.
Exactly. Yes. So that song, you can listen to it. It's something that I've written about somebody, but actually about everybody that I've met, because now I find it that it kind of relates to every situationship in my life that I've had so far.
I hate situationships.
I know. Story of my life.
Okay, but like talking about songs, because the whole purpose of this show, is it a show? Yes. Show series is to also highlight, local artists and upcoming artists, or just mostly local artists. And how we want to do that is that you perform a little something for us later. So yeah, what song are you going to perform for us? What did you prepare for us today?
Of course, today I am going to perform Ride On.
Of course.
Ride On, of course. And I'm going to perform Testimony.
Is that a new song?
No, Testimony is also on the Blueprint
Okay.
EP. It's funny because the titles don't add up with the songs that I'm singing, but it's intentionally done that way.
What you're saying
In the song.
In the song, okay.
So most people refer to Testimony as Warrior or Lead the Way,
okay.
or it's super funny. But yeah, I'm gonna do those two songs. Right On, I just released it last year.
Yes. I'm excited to hear you perform. Because are you going to sing it a cappella? What are you?
Oh my God, imagine singing a cappella. Like, it's like,
We have got to rest.
it reminds me of the idol auditions of Idol, you know?
They're kind of
Where they like, or you have this guy where he was like, Hallelujah. And before the whole audition, he was like, my name is J-Star Valentine.
I have never seen that one, but I
super
know
funny. I'll
those
send it to you
auditions.
someday.
They're so awkward sometimes.
Yes.
Like you have the best singers, but sometimes it's just they make it. The way they film it, the way it is just so awkward.
The edit is quite brutal sometimes.
But what can you tell us about Ride On?
Ride On is a song that it was initially for something else. Vague Shapes with Tumba. She's a spoken word artist, a writer. And we had this project of Vague Shapes, which we have like 3 parts of. And this was one of the parts. And I liked this beat that I created so much. Because it's like it's inspired on like Afrobeat, but also like K-Tronada beats. And yeah, I really liked it so much that I was like, you know what, I want to make a song. I'm gonna make a song out of this because it's kind of catchy and it's kind of it's a good vibe. So I made it into a song of 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, and yeah, the song is about when you're kind of like, because the verses are about like spiraling down into your own mind and your own world, like where you really disconnect from, I would say, the matrix, like
Yes.
the whole, and you fall into that spiral of like stars and universe and all that stuff, and that's what the verses are about. But then also within the song, finding empowerment into also letting go of being in that spiral and just being in the spiral and just letting the spiral be, you know, you just letting yourself be in the spiral. And yeah, it's mostly for it's for everybody, of course, but mostly it comes from a place of like letting stuff go where it's at sometimes and just really not give a fuck if you fuck up or
Yes.
yeah, because we're about to ride on from all of that bullshit.
Amen. Amen to that.
All the bullshit, for real.
Okay, I'm excited. I don't know what I'm painting. But I'm not gonna overthink it.
No.
It's a
Because when we
process.
start overthinking our art, that's where the art
Exactly. I'm
gets
just
lost.
painting whatever we're talking about, and I think this is.
So you're painting about auditions from Idol.
I'm painting about auditions from Idol,
and
Atlanta is
heartbreaks
in here
with-
somewhere. Love letters, everything is in here.
So you brought out music as well, right? Tell me about it.
So I have released my second EP.
Yes.
Almost 2 months ago.
Hey.
It's called Fall in Love with Me, the tape. And yeah, it's really a project that's dear to me because I recorded most of it, actually everything by myself. Went to the studio,
Hey.
looked up
videos on
I looked up
YouTube.
videos on how do I record myself.
Yes.
No,
That's the spirit.
no, I just was scrolling, you know, finding beats, finding.
Yes.
I was on Discord and looking for producers to work with, and then I found the beats that are the beats now,
Yes.
and I just locked myself in the studio every day for like 2-3 weeks, and it was very inspiring because I had the freedom to just stop and play and
Yeah.
re-record whenever I wanted
Yes.
to, and that's really something I felt like I needed. It was the next step in my musical career to feel that
You
freedom
can do it. Yes.
that I can do it myself. And yeah, it's about love. it's about love,
indeed.
obviously.
And what have you learned from the first EP that you now implemented in the second EP?
To go
Or
deeper
are there
into
things? Yeah.
to go deeper into things that I like for example, I write a song and I'm satisfied with it. Okay, I think it's good, and there it stops there. I'm not going deeper into okay, what does this mean to you, and what do you want to say with this song? So that's definitely something I learned. So that's why I did this like mini series on my Instagram. To also fall in love with me. Like not only the
Y'all gonna fall in love with me now, cause I say so.
No, not in that way, like not demanding like that. But I wanted to let them
Yes.
in like
Yes,
what it meant
indeed.
for me. And
It's
and
that.
yeah. So that's
perfect.
a oh my god.
No.
Oh no.
Okay.
The waterfall. No, but that's definitely something I learned to go deeper into even deeper into feelings that I already have and
Yes.
really put my finger on it. And,
Yes.
yeah. Actually, also a lot of, production bloop shit.
I'm sorry, y'all have to edit a lot of stuff with me.
That's no problem. Yeah, like more behind the scenes of like, okay, if you really want your music to be heard and you want people to engage with it, what do you have to do? I'm not saying I'm there. I'm not even close. But I've got to see a little bit more like what goes behind all of the production, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Is that the word?
Behind all of
releasing
the
a
making,
song.
Releasing a song. It's not just releasing
not
a
just a
song.
song.
It's not
And
just
I've-
recording either.
For the longest, I've been like a person like I don't care what people think. Like I don't care if
As
it's
you
on a
should.
Friday. I just want to maintain that. But in some way, if you really want to make this your job, like your job, you have to kind of care, and that's what I'm figuring out now. How much I want to care about it. But it's a journey, and I don't want to put pressure on myself too much.
No, because that's when it can go horribly wrong.
Exactly.
We also want to make it an image and all that stuff, but also like I think it's important to also give ourselves the freedom to, or the freedom to also being able to make it up as we go.
Yes.
That we don't stay stuck in one thing and allow yourself to grow, because that's the most realistic thing that you can do, and also be as an artist, because most people are not used to when you go do something else. Because I'm a person like I love every kind of genre. I love and play and sing every genre that you can imagine, and I don't want to tie myself to one thing and then only people expecting one thing of me. That's also the reason. Like people. I was in the car with Nathan, right? And he asked me like, "What is it that you love to do most, singing or rapping?" And I was like,
What question?
is that even a question to be asked? That is allowed to be asked? But I said to him, like, it's whatever I feel. It's just a form of expression.
Yes.
It's just, it's just another way of expression. Like I also implement spoken word in my music, and that's why I said in the beginning of this whole interview, I'm a music artist and amplifying artist. So you can expect anything from me. but you don't
Exactly.
you but also don't expect anything from me.
That's a good one. Whoa, that's a really nice quote. You can expect anything from me, but don't expect anything from me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a nice question to end it with.
Okay.
What song would best describe your personality?
From myself or from other people as well? Like, can I pick a song from my...
Any song. If it's a song from yourself, I would say That's the Beter. What would you say?
That's so tricky because I've got a lot of personality.
You were like, what
Oh yeah,
personality?
you also asked me what before we had took a break. You also asked me like, what is your star sign?
Yeah, what is your star sign?
I am a Gemini. I'm a Gemini
I
in
don't know what that
sun. I'm an
means.
Aries in moon, and I'm a Sagittarius in rising.
Okay.
Yes, I know all those things because I care about my well-being emotionally. It's not like other people don't do that when they don't know, but I'm very much interested in those things.
Okay. But I would not know what that means. Like a Gemini, I don't know. Only thing I heard is like a crazy, but I mean, I'm crazy.
But exactly, right? Like people are like, "Oh my God, you're two-faced." I'm like, no, I'm not. I am not.
So what
I just
song?
reflect what energy you bring to me. That's the thing. I'm a reflection of you. That's what it is. That's what it is. Know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I get that. I guess.
But a song that describes me.
Or an artist.
An
maybe.
artist, okay, an artist. I would say, mm, uh, um, um, Ali. I mean, I have a, I have too many artists that I love. But I would say D'Angelo because D'Angelo is it for me. Not because he's a cute man, but
He's a good man, Savannah. No,
because
I get that.
but the way what he does, like he mixes all these genres into like a new genre, and he plays the keys, he plays the guitar, he plays everything, and he also like his songs, he sings, but he also kind of raps in it, and he takes any genre like of like I would say black music, but every music that I'm not gonna go into that because that's a whole other conversation. But anyway, I'd say jazz. So gospel, like traditionally all came from like anyway. And but he mixes all those genres into his own thing that is kind of funky. And but he also dares to play rock, and he also dares to
He's versatile. Just
yeah,
like you.
he's just versatile. Yeah, and he's just not letting anybody tell him who he is. And I think I really, really, really appreciate. And I also really like another artist. It's like Frank Ocean. The way he takes on his stuff. Oh my God, the way he takes on his stuff with social media. He's a legend. And then you also have Kanye, who's also very versatile, but a little bit of cuckoo in the head. I don't know, maybe social
Yeah,
media
which
is
is a bit
amping it
controversial.
up. Yeah, amping it up. But when it comes to him as an artist, he just also does whatever the fuck he wants, and he just expresses himself through visuals, through clothing, through all of these things, and yeah, that's important. That to me, that I just take on and add. Like I don't only hear music, but I also see images, I also see everything, I see the full picture, and yeah, that's how I would describe myself.
Okay, that's beautiful.
A few artists.
A few artists, but it's nice. It's a nice collection of
Yes.
things you can pick from. No, but thank you for this very, very beautiful and inspiring conversation. It
Thank
felt
you.
very natural.
It
And,
was.
I can't wait to hear your song.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. This was such a pleasure.
Thank
I had
you
such
so
a great
much.
time.
Thank you.
This is my painting. I painted the tree of life.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, also not to forget Erica Badu. And if you don't wanna be down with me, don't wanna be from my apple tree. Yes, that's what it is.
Okay,
What's your opinion, though?
we're not gonna show mine. So
No. I want to see it. I want to see it.
it's
A salad of beautiful memories. No, that's great.
it's
That's
like a desert.
beautiful.
It's like a desert.
It's like a damn.
you can like fade out into this.
I
and
really
just
like
boom.
that.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, The Tape, for inviting me. I'm here today with Nathan on the guitar, and I'm about to perform some songs for y'all. First one up, Testimony. Testimony is about being yourself, regardless of what anybody is telling you. It's a reminder to honor the power that you have and really embrace it and really work with it instead of pushing it down, but working with it instead of against it. So let's go. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Hey. Hey. Every day another block, trying to hold the fence with what I've got. Everything in competition, even though you keep on giving me the opposition. Well, I've got different goals that fitting into your full prescription. Just listen, my gut can take me further than your ambitions. But I'm reminiscing on my past experiences. Now I'm realizing that I'm moving faster than the furious. So why the hell should I be inferior? Don't call me to find another mission. I'm learning lessons, new rituals and metaphors. I'm still progressing, scared to become my dreams and hopes. I'm still excessive to the reality I lived in once, but I'm manifesting and there I'm all closed doors. I don't compare myself to a living like yours, cause it's not the same and this is all a game. I don't wanna be this kind of slave. I'm out cause this life in a way what lead the way. Oh warrior, pray, lead the way. Oh warrior, I'm asking you to lead the way. Oh warrior, pray, lead the way. Yeah. Okay, now breathe, breathe, let it sleep, let it sleep for a while, for a while. Yeah, don't speak, don't speak, let it seek, let them seek your file, your file. Oh yeah. Okay, not living is like a fantasy. Well, now is a side truly reality? Somebody answer me. Now why do questions ever find a solution? And how come we never have these? And it just goes on and on and on and on. The problem is always ignored. Yes, the problem is always fixed with a painkiller, and we never have been to the actual source of where the pain is coming from. But instead we take the easy road and let the feeling or the pain go away, go away, go away, like it was never there. Oh, you never know why it existed. Oh, or how to prevent it in the future. No, you just putting it straight to sleep like it was never there. Oh, you never knew why it existed. So sit with this warrior. So sit with this warrior. So sit with this warrior. Oh, so come on, lead the way, lead the way. Oh, warrior, pray, lead the way. Yeah. I'm asking you to lead the way. Oh, warrior, pray, lead the way. Oh, yeah. You should be running, cause a warrior is coming. You should be running, cause a warrior is coming. Yeah. You should be running, cause a warrior is coming. You should be running, cause a warrior is coming. Running, 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 running. Yeah. Running, running, running. Yeah. Down. Oh, so So come on, lead the way. Thank you so much. All right, this one is a step into a new existence while going through the past into a new existence. That's what I want. Because we about to ride on from that shit. All right, here we go. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Is this losing grip over all that I cannot see? Is this something more vivid than falling into the deep, bottomless act of losing sleep? Can't breathe without all these trees. Feels like I'm climbing on top of a big mess. It's the art of staying true to your inner goddess. Chemical movements come my side. Who is true and who bleeds the lies? Give me moves just to swing by. Stick through the roots and you grow with pride. Counting numbers at the end of the matrix. I don't count days, I just count weeks. Stuck in this train on full speed. So me, my girls, we about to ride on. Yeah. And we keep on riding. And we keep on riding. We about to ride on. Oh, yeah. And we keep on riding. And we keep on riding, yeah. All I do is think, I'm not even gonna lie. My mind is going rapid, my movements are a tactic, one life, and I don't die, yeah. Connection is the creation, this is all in the making. Make it known that we are coming for you, not only for your next hour, yeah. And we are coming for the day after, and the day before, and the present. You should know I will take my shoes off, no problem. Let me touch the ground you're walking on. Are they really good for your soul? Are they really good for your heart? Are they really good for your neck? Is it really good for your back and everything you carry with though? Yeah, and I just need to find a perfect way to ride on with my goddesses. And I just need to find a perfect way to ride on with my queen. 'Cause we're about to ride on. And we keep on riding. And we keep on riding. We're about to ride on. Yeah. And we keep on riding. Yes. And we keep on riding. Yeah. We about to ride on. Yeah. And we keep on riding. We about to ride on. Whoa. And we keep on riding. We about to ride on. And we keep on riding. We about to ride on. Whoa. And we keep on riding. Keep riding on. 'Cause we keep on riding. We about to ride on. And we keep on riding. Keep riding on. And we keep on riding. We about to ride on. And we keep on riding. Thank you. Big shout out to Nathan for doing this with me. My name is Calya J. Check out my music. Thank you at the tape and the team and Yoella for putting this to a whole nice event and project. And thank you for having me. See you next time.